There are many types of practices in sport. However, today I am going to focus on two types of practices, mass and distributed practice. Mass practice is the practice that is conducted in fewer sessions but are long in duration. This usually indicates there is short rest in between trials and practice is considered somewhat continuous. Some advantages of mass practice include improving discrete motor skills that have a burst of high intensity with short in duration. For example, practice hitting a golf ball is better to do it in a mass context as it saves time. Fatigue doesn't occur often as it's short in duration. However, some disadvantages are fatigue if we use mass practice for continuous skills like swimming. Boredom might occur due to repetitive of the task, which can lead to reduced learning experience, reduced information and skill retention, and reduce of cognitive effort. This lesson plan is an example of mass practice. As you can see, I plan netball lesson and the only skill I'm focusing on is passing. For warm-up, I got them to pass each other diagonally for 5 minutes straight. Our break is the transition to another activity. For the next activity, I got them to pass each other one-on-one for 1 minute and report what they get in that 1 minute, and gradually adding bounce passing, overhead passing, chest passing, and one arm dominant and non-dominant passing. And for next is similar, which have the dominant skill in mind, which is passing, and gradually adding other skills like shooting to get them ready for the game context. By repeating and getting to know different type of passing to see which one suits them in game context, they can pass the ball quick and efficient to another player. Distributed practice schedule involves the same amount of practice time as mass practice, but it's spread over more frequent sessions that are shorter in length and rest in between practice trials are increased. Advantages of distributed practice include effective learning, less fatigue due to having breaks in between, reduced boredom, increased motivation, participations, and greater memory consolidation. However, one big disadvantage is the lack of evidence supporting practice and rest in between trials and the learning outcome. It is also very limited and it depends on the type of skill being learned. On the other hand, Lee and Genovese believe that for continuous skills such as swimming or running, distributed practice is most effective due to high fatigue factor, meaning the rest is actually good for the individual. This lesson plan demonstrating distributed practice. As you can see, I implemented many aspects of netball in this lesson, including shooting, defending, intercepting, and other aspects like agility, speed, high level concentration, teamwork, and verbal and nonverbal communication. With breaks in between, it helps the students to reduce the fatigue factor, which would then help them to go on to next activity. There is a downloadable version of the full lesson plan for those who like it laid out for both mass and distributed practice. Thank you for listening, and if you'd like to find out more about mass and distributed practice, please read further in our theoretical background page under More button.